It's bad news for landlords. The rain is coming down, and we're at that time of year where the rain's going to keep coming down, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on your property, especially if your property is susceptible to leaks and water ingress, things like that. So here are two vital things that you need to know as a landlord, but also that you need to tell your tenant as well. Now, my lettings team are telling all of our tenants proactively whether they report leaks or not, and giving them guidance, the same guidance I'm about to give you, on what to do if there is a leak or any water ingress. Now, first of all, it's important for you to know as a landlord, and for your tenant to know, that most leaks cannot be fixed unless the rain has stopped, because a lot of those leaks are coming in from the roof or from bay windows or things like that. So make sure you tell your tenant to contain the water as best as they can. In the meantime, you can organise your contractors to get out to that property as soon as it stops raining, or as soon as they're able to get there to fix the problem. Now, it's also important to know as a landlord, and for you to inform your tenants, that in those cases you might be able to temporarily fix the problem until you can permanently fix the problem. Now, that's not to say it's going to be a brilliant, perfect solution, but it might help in the meantime, and it might save some damage to your property, your carpets, your lights, your ceilings, your paints, your plasterboards and all those things, furniture, everything, tenants' belongings, the lot. So to summarise that bit, if your tenant reports a leak and it's in a place where you're not able to fix the leak permanently until the rain stops, tell your tenant to contain that water as best as they can and try to temporarily fix it until you can permanently fix it. The second thing, if your tenant reports a leak and it's coming through any electrical appliances or any light fittings, light switches, sockets, anything like that, it's important for you to tell that tenant not to touch any of them. Stay away from them. It sounds very common sense, but people, believe it or not, still try to turn lights on even when there's water coming through them. Just tell them to stay away from those light fittings, switches, sockets, appliances, everything. Anything electrical where there's water anywhere near it, do not touch. It's important for you to tell your tenants that, because you don't want them to get hurt and you don't want them to cause any serious issues at your property. So remember those two things, and hopefully you don't have much of a problem. Now, my lettings team are telling all of our managed tenants these messages in advance. Even if they've not reported any leaks or any problems with the rain, we're telling them these things in advance so that if anything goes wrong, they already know what to do. So I'd recommend the same for you. If, however, you would prefer that my lettings team manage your property, or if you need to find a tenant and then you want us to manage your property, then just get in contact. I'll put a link or something in the description or the comments below so that you can contact us and talk through your management options. But if you do decide to manage the property yourself, please do tell your tenants these things. It will save your tenants, it will save their stuff, but it'll also save your property.